Well, I try to search high and low to bring you all something interesting to listen to. So I appreciate you tuning in. Now, I didn't have to search high or low for this one. It was everywhere. And it's from Rory McIlroy, whom I love, by the way. Like, I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I like the guy. I love watching him. He's just always ready to say something that I think is interesting to listen to. And I want us to kind of listen to 3 sound bites that I've now.
Yeah, look, it's a balance. You know, when we're growing up dreaming of becoming professional golfers and trying to get the best out of ourselves, the last thing on our mind is being an entertainer. We're competitive people at the end of the day. We want to play against the best players in the world, and we want to try to come out on top. So I think that in itself should be entertaining to people.
Okay, what are your thoughts on that? Because he's saying that, you know, YouTube's blowing up, it's entertaining, but according to Rory, just these guys being competitive is entertaining. They don't have to go out of the way to make themselves more entertaining. That the competition in and of itself is entertaining. And I don't disagree with that. Like, if you just look at and he references as well, the US Open last year when he and Bryson were duking it out, hole by hole, Sunday afternoon, shot by shot, went all the way to the final shot. 2 just heavyweights in the sport, standing on the last green, Sunday evening, and that's what we want. That is entertaining. And we do get that a few times a year on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, we don't get it week in and week out. So, yeah, that in and itself should be entertaining, but it's not always the case. Last week at Torrey Pines, not entertaining. Why not? You tell me. Why was that not? Did it take too long? Did we not know the players well enough? What was it? You know, for me, there's no connection with PGA Tour players and the audience. This in the way there is with YouTube golf. It's not that their YouTubers are more entertaining. It's that we're more connected to the audience. And how are we more connected? That's my thought, is that there's just more of the connection. And when you know somebody more, you are more, interested in what they're doing. So it's not that you have to be an entertainer. It's you have to be more connected to the fans. Like Arnold Palmer was a master at this. Now that's pre-social media and everything, obviously. But he was connected to the fans. So Tiger had that in a mysterious kind of way, again, pre-social media. So how do you do it now? Well, here's how YouTubers are doing it, is one, through YouTube, there's comment section and responding to those comment sections in some way, shape, or form, the heart or whatever. There's some opportunity to have a connection there. You get the comment, they see your comment. Okay, so there's that. That's one way YouTubers do it. 2, YouTubers have just this cart cam footage where they're driving to the shot. And there's some conversation, especially when you're collaborating, but there's a conversation that happens. That's connection. And then there's just consistency with YouTube. We're consistently uploading every week, once a week, twice a week, 3 days a week. You're always getting something from your favorite creator. And that's what keeps you connected. But we don't always get that on the PGA Tour. It's not, you have to entertain us. You have to connect with us. And I think that's something the PGA Tour is not aware of, is that it's a connection. Like, we didn't get to connect with anybody, like, of the top stars, really, at Torrey Pines last week, because a lot of them didn't play. So there's lack of playing consistently. And that consistency is that connection. So nobody gets to see them. It's kind of like that out of sight, out of mind, where if we don't see you, we're going to forget about you. And then you showed up. It's like, okay, you're here and there. You're like my buddy in college got a girlfriend and we never see him. And we're like, dude, what happened? Where you been? He's like, oh, I've been with my girl. And then, so he's dating this girl for like 4 months. We never see our buddy. All of a sudden they break up and he wants to come join our group again. We're like, who are you? Like, we haven't seen you in 4 months. And now you show up and you just want to pick up where you left off. We're like, no, we put the guy through the ringer. And we're like, dude, don't do that. Like, it's okay to have a girlfriend, but don't bail us like you did. Like, you just wiped us off the map and now you want us back. So that's what's happening on the PGA Tour. It's like they're cherry picking tournaments and they think they can just waltz right back into our living room and we're going to open them with open arms. It's like, no, dude, I'm watching the Bryan Bros and Grant Horvat on the trying to make the cut series. Like, that's where I've been. And they haven't like bailed me for 4 months like you did. Or whatever, the length of time is. So I think that's part of the main problem is that, look, we don't know when and where you're going to show up. And when you do show up, you don't even play well. So it's kind of like you didn't even show up anyways. And that problem needs to be addressed and solved. And also the YouTubers, we have evolving storylines, meaning like, okay, you get to know us, you get to hear some of our, I wouldn't say personal stuff, but you get to know us more. And so you get to see, oh, like Matt, oh, he hurt his back, or he's got this and he's fighting through this injury, or, oh, we shot this in the last round and this score and this score and this is where we're at and let's see if we can do it again. So there's these evolving storylines that you follow along, and the PGA Tour is kind of missing that currently. And I think about when Tiger Woods was huge, it was interesting because he was basically your Sunday afternoon football team through the golf season. Like starting in January all the way through the end of the summer, Tiger's there on Sunday on the tournaments he's playing, which was a lot for a while. It's like watching your favorite team. Sunday afternoon, he's in the mix. And he was. He delivered. We don't have that. So we don't have that star. We kind of have Scotty Scheffler currently, but we'll see how that pans out. So, but you tell me, like, what do you think? Like, what is it the PGA Tour is missing? Because they're missing something. And I don't necessarily think it's entertainment. I think it's connection, personally. And then we have one more clip from Rory, I think is the best one yet. And here we go. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, the podcast, love it if you did. That'd be awesome. And thanks for your support. Let's listen to Rory's last soundbite.
YouTube is like, golf entertainment adjacent and whatever. And it's, those guys they're killing it. They found a niche and it's really cool. And it serves a purpose for a lot of people. But like, I would much rather sit down and watch real golfers play real tournaments. And that's just my opinion. That to me is more entertaining. So
I would rather sit down and watch real golfers play real tournaments. Ouch. So I guess we're all fake golfers playing fake golf. Is that what's... Because if you're a real golfer, that means everybody else is not a real golfer, meaning if it's not real, it's fake. Am I wrong? You tell me. Comment below. Let me know what you think. You're telling me. Now, there are some YouTubers out there that fake their golf on and post it, unfortunately. Okay, so I get that. There are some imposters, frauds out there. I get it. There are those of us who post what we shoot. And though that's the majority of people. The people I know post what they shoot. Like, that's what's going on. Like, I think, like, take Rick Shields, for example, his break 75s. He's not going to go out and purposely embarrass himself. Like, it would be easy for him not to put in all his shots, and we wouldn't know. Like, but he does. And then he gets kind of lambasted, basted, whatever, for, his scores sometimes. So, but that's what we do. Here's what's interesting. real golfers, real tournaments. What an insult. I mean, is it insulting? What's insulting is the fact that for example, when you watch a football game and then you go out, if you're going to go play football, it's going to look very similar to what you saw. You're going to play a game. Baseball. You're going to go play a baseball game. You're going to get a bunch of guys together, play a baseball or softball game. You're going to play tennis. You're going to play 3 sets, 5 sets. You're going to play a match. That's what you're going to do. It's going to look very similar to what you see on TV. In golf, you watch most of the time, 4-round tournament. You're never doing that. It's very rare that you do that in golf. Once or twice a year, you actually do that. You go somewhere and you play in the Myrtle Beach, National Amateur Championship, and you play a few rounds. Other than that, maybe a club championship, you play 3 rounds or 2, whatever it is, but you're rarely playing 4 rounds of golf, tournament conditions like the PGA Tour or the professionals do. So you're never doing what you watch on TV. What we do is we go out, we play with our buddies. We play a little skins match for 18 holes. We play a little 2v2 match play, 1-on-1. We play something, a dot game, skins, 12-point game, 9-point game, whatever. Wolf, you're playing all these different games. You're drinking, you're having a couple cigars, whatever it is you do out there on the golf course, it looks nothing like what you see on the PGA Tour. So for Rory to say, I'd rather watch real golfers play real tournaments, all right, it's a real tournament, granted. There's other real tournaments out there called scrambles, and they're for charity, and that's a real charity scramble event. That's pretty fun and makes golf fun. We're in it for the fun. We're not in it to go make $1 million on Sunday afternoon, unfortunately. But that's not what we're doing. We do other stuff to earn money. So to say it like that is tough. You telling me the good majors aren't a real tournament? the make the cut series that's real. Those are real. Look, if anything, what YouTube golf is doing is more real because that's what the general population of the golfing world does. That's what they all do. That's why it has blown up. Because one, it's not so much entertaining, it's just more relatable. We're doing what everybody else has been doing the whole time. You guys do something totally different than what everybody else does. So when you turn it on, it's like, oh, they're doing the 4-round thing. So what is today? Friday. It's round 2. So okay, I'm gonna wait till Sunday to see who wins. No other sport really kind of does that in that way, unless it's like a bracket style event. But you watch football, it's like we're gonna get a winner or loser today. The Super Bowl, someone's gonna win and someone's gonna lose in the next few hours. In golf, it's like, oh, it's Thursday, so 4 days from now, I get to see who wins. Wow, I got to commit to this event. Nobody wants to do that. It's too long. So, if anything, what YouTube is doing is showing real golf, that the majority of the population, 99.9% of all golfers actually do that. That's why Bob to Sports is so popular, because that's what everybody's doing. They're laughing, they're drinking, they're having a great time on the golf course. That's the reality in the real world. It's like when you see the president go to Costco for the first time, they don't even know what's going on, right? They've never been there. It's out of character. They've never gone. And so that's what this is. Rory is in a space that nobody goes to, and he doesn't ever go to the other place. But all of humanity of golf lives in the other place. That's how I take it. And so why is it blowing up and the viewership on the PGA Tour is going down, 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 down? It's because of the disconnect. You guys in the tour need to kind of come and understand and be more relatable to the general population of the golfers out there who support everything you do. That's how I see it. Let me know your thoughts. what you see, how you take Rory's comment. Don't beat the guy up. I like the guy, and he gives us some good information to go on, like inside of his head of what they go through, and we could see, oh, I could see why the PGA Tour is struggling. But does the PGA Tour or any tour see why they're struggling? It's not entertainment. It's disconnection. Let me know your thoughts. See you guys soon.